Okay, so let's start with this second exercise with AWS. So here in this exercise we are going to create a Amazon AMI, Amazon Machine Image, Linux image with free tier, which is free to use in Amazon Web Services EC2 Elastic Compute Cloud. And then we are going to implement WordPress on this Amazon image. So the good thing is that we are going to connect to this Linux machine. I'm going to show you how to connect to this machine, which is very, very important thing to do. And then, Georgi and Strahinja, you may also use AWS with Linux to implement your cloud services for the final project. So it's basically all the same. So we just start machine. I'm going to show you how to connect to this machine. And then you may install your cloud services on that machine. And then you do not have to export, for example, VirtualBox machine as appliance. You will just have to come here to do the defense of the final project and to connect to AWS account and to show me how you did it. Okay? So you may choose between, for the final project, you may choose between the local virtualized environment and the AWS, Amazon Web Services. Okay. So let's start. So first we are going to set up and create, please come in. You have AWS account?
Yes, for the first class.
Okay, please log in as soon as possible, please.
It will be in seconds.
Huh?
It will be in seconds.
Okay, okay, so let's continue. So here we go to our AWS Educate account. We go to here. And again, AWS Educate Starter account. Okay, AWS console. David, do you see that? Did you notice that I did not use any of my credits because we used a free tier machine. Okay, now let's go to AWS console.
I have a question.
Yeah.
How do I shut down again?
You just select machine, go to actions and stop.
Actions.
I don't
see stop. Okay.
Oh, yes. Okay, good.
Instant state. Stop.
Oh God. Internet connection.
Now we launch a new instance.
Yes, we're launching new instance, but I'm still waiting for this to. Okay. AWS console. Okay. It's so slow. Did you log into your console?
Yes.
Oh, now it works. Yes. You know, connection is jittering. Like it's not constant. That's the problem. I don't know why. Come on. Oh, it's very slow. I don't know. Maybe I should change this. SDL lab. Oh, okay, it works now. Okay, so.
I logged in.
Okay, so go to those
AWS account.
Yes, and then the console. Okay, good.
Top. AWS account. Close to sign out.
Okay, very good.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that one. All the way down the set.
Okay. Okay, so basically we are going to use, as I mentioned when David and me were alone, that we're going only to use this EC2 Elastic Compute Cloud. So basically we are using computational power. That means that we are renting the whole virtual machines. So it's infrastructure as a service. Okay, so we are going to rent the whole virtual machine. So we go here to EC2. Okay. And now, first thing we want to see is that whether we have our instances that are running. No, I do not have any instances. I have 4 instances, but none of these 4 instances is currently running. You should have none of the instances. Now let's go here to instances. Here are my instances, and we won't go to here and to specify this option launch instance, because we want to start a new Amazon instance or virtual machine. Okay. Okay, there are a lot of instances, as I already mentioned. However, we are going to use these free tier eligible instances. These are instances that are free to use, so which is very good.
Which one? Just take the first one? Or?
I think it's
Probably the second one. Where did you go? To launch instances?
Yes, launch instances. Okay, we are going to use this instance, this first instance.
Which one?
This one, Amazon Linux 2.
The ARM architecture or
x64-bit x86. This first one. And now, so it means that we are going to get a Linux operating system with no services. That's a plain Linux. That's what we want. But now we are using the instance type. It's simply the hardware of our machine, how many virtual processors it has, how many gigabytes of memory it has, and so on. So you see, we can like take the whole data center in the cloud like this. You see this machine with 64 processing units, or here with 96 processing units and with 384 gigabits of RAMs. You may choose with whatever instance you like from here, but it will consume your credits in no time. But for most of our purposes and for most of your exercises here, this free tier eligible will be completely fine. It's completely free to use. It does not consume credits, but it's a good habit if we just shut down the instance when you finish with it. Please, John, have a seat. We started the exercise, so I'm going to move forward. Sorry.
Okay, no problem.
Yes. Have you seen the exam results?
Yeah.
How does it sound?
We'll see how I do the second one, then if I need, I'll retake the first one.
Okay, I'm sorry for the delay
No
with
problem.
results, please.
So,
Okay, so we are going to choose this. Then we go to configure the instance details here. So again, this what we are doing now, you may use for your final project. So you may use Amazon machine for the final project. Okay? So go here, next configure instance details. I told you that here we would just configure subnets and everything, but we're not going to do anything right now. This is very important feature, launch AutoScaling Group. What does it mean? AutoScaling Group. For example, but do not do this, because we do not need this. For example, if I put like 4 here in AutoScaling Group, it means the following. When we create this virtual machine, we will get 4 exactly the same virtual machines, like this one. And they will be in so-called AutoScaling Group. What does it mean? It means that, for example, if we implement some kind of web server here on our virtual machine, and at the beginning only one machine will be running, only one machine. But then, for example, if a traffic comes to this web server and it gets overutilized, then the second machine will turn on. And then when this second and third together in average get overutilized, then the third and the fourth one. So it's very good feature. It's so-called AutoScaling Group. And you see how easy it is in Amazon to configure this. You just have to put the number of how many instances you would like to have in this AutoScaling. So it's also feature, definitely. And then when the utilization decrease, your machines will turn off automatically until only one machine remains running. But we're not going to use this. There is no purpose, and we pay for this. So it will also consume our credits. Okay. And we do not want that. So, okay, so this is important. When we shut down, we just stop machine. We do not terminate machine. We stop it because if we terminate, it will be erased along with virtual drive and all the data. So we stop. Here we do not want to do anything else. Then we go add storage. See, Linux comes with default 8 gigabytes of storage, which is more than enough for this, but we can do 20, and also we can add the new volumes. As David and me were discussing, the Amazon AWS uses so-called EBS, elastic block storage. It means that this storage can shrink up and down, scale up and down when need arise. Okay, it's EBS, elastic block storage. Okay. Okay, so I'm not going to do this. I'm just going to put 20 gigabytes. It's more than enough for what we are doing for this Linux. Then we could add tags or tags. Tags are simply like labels for virtual machines. So if we have a huge environment, like with 100, 200,000 virtual machines, we would like to add a label or tag. We would like to tag each virtual machine, because in this way we will later find it more easily in a bunch of other virtual machines. Okay, I'm going to add a tag. So again, here we are going to simply install the WordPress along with all infrastructure. I'm going just to type key will be machine name, for example, or VM or virtual machine function. Okay, it's better. I'm going to type WordPress server or something like that. Whatever you like, you may type. Okay, then configure security groups. Okay, as I told you, security groups are used within the large environments. For example, if we have 6 web servers, okay, then we could add all those web servers in the security group named web servers, for example. And then, for example, if we want to promote David as administrator of these web servers, we will assign David the role of web server security group administrator. So in this way, David will have a full control, full administrative control over all web servers in this security group. If we did not create security group, we would have to do manually, one by one. First web server, add David, second, add David, third one, and so on. So security groups are very good thing to do. Okay. Okay. Type a name what you like. Here I have pre-created security groups. Okay. I created in the previous exercise SD group. You do not have this. I'm going to select this. But you choose this option, create new security group, and type the name you like and description that you like.
Can I the SSH?
So what did you say?
To enable SSH.
Oh, yes, it's enabled. Okay, okay, but it's good. Okay, I'm going to also to create a new security group. I'm going to say WordPress security and description. Okay, again for teaching purposes. And see, you see here we have a firewall rules. You know what does it mean? Be in front of our virtual machine in Amazon infrastructure there is a firewall. and it will accept only certain traffic to come in through the firewall to our virtual machine. By default, this SSH is enabled. It uses TCP port 22. We discussed about this. So it means that we will be able to connect via SSH to our virtual machine, because SSH is enabled through the firewall. And here the source. We could choose the source IP from which we can connect to our web server. So we can choose, for example, only certain IP addresses from which we can connect. Or we can choose like anywhere. It means that we can connect from any IP on the internet. But for security reasons, it's better to just choose custom and to type manually IP addresses from which you will be allowed to connect, okay? For security reasons, but for this purpose, I'm going to choose anywhere, and I'm going to create a description is SSH connection to WordPress server. And however, I need another firewall rule to add, because WordPress will use port 80, it's HTTP protocol. So for that purpose, I want to allow incoming HTTP requests to our web server. So I'm going here to choose just HTTP without encryption, HTTP. TCP protocol port is 80 and source will be anywhere. I'm going to type like HTTP connection to WordPress web server, for example. If you so for example, in your final project you will add some cloud services. Maybe there will be web-based, so you will have to enable this 80 port through the firewall. If you use some other service that uses different port, you will have to enable this port. Okay? Okay, this is just initial configuration of the firewall. You may tweak these settings later on when your machine is running. Of course, I'm going to show you how. Okay? And finally, we are ready to go. We just click here, review and launch. Okay, we can review here. Like firewall rules, like storage, like tags, to make sure that we have set up everything correctly. Okay, we have reviewed this, and then we click on the launch. And now here is very important thing, So when your machine is first time being launched, Amazon generates for you a pair of public and private keys used for connection. So when the Amazon generates pair of public and private keys used for connection, it will generate in so-called PEM file. You must save this file. If you lose this file, you will never be able to connect to your machine again. So it's wasted. So for example, if you have some important data, apps on machine, and you lose your connection file, PEM file with your public and private keys, there will be no way back. Okay? So I'm going to, so for each machine we may create a new key pair, or we may use existing key pair. We may, for example, create one key pair and then use the same key pair for connecting to all our machines, which is of course highly insecure. We should have separate keys for each virtual machine, but it could be really painful, to store all these files and to know where you are. But
we can do it without key pairs.
Oh yes, but you do not have to do this. I'm not going to show you this, please. Okay, so interconnection. You see here what happens because of the internet. Come on, where are you? You see? Okay. Going to previous and now review to launch again. Launch. Okay, I'm going to create a new key pair. I'm going to name this like WordPress server. And now please download this key pair.
Wait,
Huh?
session expired. Okay.
Yes. Oh God. Here is.
I even created it.
Okay, here is my PM file on desktop. Okay, please save this. Okay, did you do it? And finally, launch instances. And now we should wait for instances to launch. But in the meantime, we are going to need something else. So this PEM file, it contains a public key along with a private key. So you remember when we established RSA secure connection between Git server and clients?
Yes.
So here is the same. On AWS server, we have a public key. It's on our server. And in our local machine, we have both public and private keys. So we use our private key for encrypting the data when we send to our machine. And then on our machine, the data is being decrypted by using our public key, which is there. And then when the machine sends some data to us, it will use our public key for encryption, and we will use our private key for decryption. So important thing.
And also when we send it, we use the public key and they use the private key, right? When we send the server, we use the public key for encryption.
No, we always use
Private keys.
private key for encryption, decryption always, and the server always use our public key, because private key is something that belongs to us and no other entity should know this. So again, when we send the data, so in our local machine we have a private key. Okay, we have private and public, but we use private.
What
And
do we use public for?
we do not use, basically, the machine uses.
Okay.
And on Amazon, AWS, there is only our public key, not private. That's how they say. Maybe they lie. We don't know. We don't know this, but it's okay. It's okay. It's global vendor, so. So when we send the data to our machine, we use private key for encryption, and the server uses our public key for decryption, and vice versa. When machine sends the data, it uses our public key for encryption, and we use our private key for decryption. But in this PEM file, there are both keys. There is a public key and a private key. First, we need to extract our private key from this PEM file. For this purpose, we are going to use very useful tool, which is called PuTTY generator. PuTTY gen. Did we use this? Okay, so please make sure that you have PuTTY gen. I'm going to go to Google. I think I have this.
My session expired.
Is
so I
that
had to
PuTTY.exe?
recreate everything from scratch.
Is it just called PuTTY or
No, it's something else. Okay, type PuTTY.
PuTTY?
PuTTY with, for example, PuTTY gen download. You should install this. Okay. I hit here on the first link. I'm going here install the PuTTY. Okay, you should find something like this. PuTTY 64-bit installer. You should install this. When you install PuTTY, you will have a PuTTY gen. If you use just exe, you will have, this is a portable version without PuTTY gen. So you must install this. Please, did you find this? Download this and install this. Oh, David, for Linux.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see.
Georgi, did you find this?
Yeah, I managed looking at them. I will see that.
Yes, and please install this, please. In the YouTube Strahinja. David?
So where did you download it from?
I found this link. PuTTY gen / download PuTTY and choose this. PuTTY 64-bit. So that's only for the extraction purposes. And then from this PM file we could separate, let's say, public and private key, but we are going to need only the private key. Okay, didn't install. Okay, did you find it?
I have put in my machine, but not.
You can put it in your machine.
You have the normal putty, you have putty already.
No, you have to install this. This is portable version, and you have putty jam in this software.
Have to switch to Magni. That
No,
whole
I
version.
already had. I already had putty, but
it's portable version, just as a file.
That would be the worst thing ever. Putty 2 will be unpacked.
it should be putty broken.
Yes. Open putty jam.
Okay.
Okay, David.
SSH. Stop. SSH. Search. Load.
Si решил, но не, на что тратил, на мой пиксел.
Okay, David. Oh, does it work?
Pa najbolje psihe kao pixel.
Ne znam, najbolje je naš software. To je mogu da naš software.
In a connection.
Može. Quickshot je piše kao još manje.
How does it look like when you run it?
And when we run it, it looks like this. Putty jam. Or like this.
Interesting.
Does it work?
Seems like I have to use a command line to get access to it. Yeah. Put in the port, the user at host, something like that, in the file.
No, we need this putty jam to extract private key from the PM file. That's first what we need. Do you have putty? Yes, you have putty.
Yes.
Just putty. Now my internet, something is happening to it.
You have to change your computer, bro.
Use Windows.
We need putty jam or some similar software to extract the key. That's the problem, you know. That's what we need. You don't. There is no putty again for Linux.
I think it's just a command line.
Okay, then you should type. I don't know, like.
When we loaded the key from PuttyJam on that.
Aha, I'm going to show you now. Private key from PEM file on Linux. It must be something.
David je vidio o tom.
These PCs garbage. So
There are links here, but okay, here is. I found some link, but you should try it.
Get private key from PEM.
Yes, that's the right question to Google. How to get private key from PEM on Linux? So that's something you should Google about. Okay? May I continue, please?
Yes.
Just a little. Okay, thank you. So here, look here, please. Okay, then it will be a break, so you should try. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry. So look here, please. Strahinja and Sinisha, Stefan. Sorry. Sorry.
That was a joke. Okay.
Yeah, that was a joke. Yes. So we go here, first conversions, then import key. First we want to import this key, and then we browse to our PEM key. Here is my PEM key, WordPress server.pem. Did you get it?
Yes.
Okay, now you should choose a passphrase, like a password, because it will be more secure. I'm going to type some kind of password. You do not do anything here, do not touch it because it's RSA, everything is set up. And just I have to go here, you see? And just please hit on this button, save private key. Okay, guys?
Okay.
Save private key. And let's name the private key. I'm going to say like WordPress AWS.ppk. That's important. PPK, it's private key extension for this private key. Just type a name, PPK. It's very easy. So this thing you may use for the final project instead of local virtual machine. It's better, I think, and it's free. Okay, did you save this?
Saved.
Okay, we saved. Okay, excellent. So I'm going to close this. So we have everything. And now please start putty, regular putty, but ordinary putty. Here is putty. Okay, but now first, please go here to your AWS console and click on this button, View Instances. We want to see which instances are running. Oh God, what did I do? You see, I left 4 in this auto-scaling option. You see, I kept 4 instances. Okay, it doesn't matter. Okay, but here is... Yes, I can stop. Okay, so but this is my newest instance. Okay, this is my newest instance. You see, I think it is. Yes, WordPress. This is my instance. This is also yours instance. And here I only need my public IP address. Here is my public IP address, you see. Okay, you see here, let me show you one thing, please. Please, every instance has a particular username that is pre-configured there, okay? It depends on the instance type and, you know, Linux distribution and everything. When you go here, so I've checked my instance, I go to Actions and I go here to Connect. You see that I can see the username here, EC2 user, okay? And here is my domain name and everything and so on. But EC2 user is the user, okay? Okay, so I remember this. So now I will copy this public DNS name or public IP. It's all the same. I will copy this. Okay, I'm just going to select this and Control C. Control C. I think I've copied this. Yes, I have copied this. Control C. Did you do it?
We copy public
DNS. It's okay. Did we do it? Okay. Control C and then go to putty, please. Did you open putty?
Yeah.
Okay, so here at putty, paste here at hostname this public DNS address. Paste here this public DNS in putty. Okay, leave the port 22 is default SSH port. Did you do it?
Yeah.
Then go please here SSH. Did you find this option?
Yeah.
Then choose this auth authentication auth here. Select this auth.
What should we do if we don't have PuTTY?
You could do some other SSH client, but you should find where you are able to store your private key for authentication. In PuTTY it's here. So choose auth. Did you choose this auth?
Yeah.
Yes.
Click browse private key for authentication. So it's very easy. We basically import private key into PuTTY. So in this way we can encrypt and then decrypt. That's how we do it. Browse and then choose this PPK file. Please choose this PPK file. Okay, PPK file. Did you choose?
Yes.
Okay, and when we finish this, did you do it, Georgi Strahinja?
I did it. Click на ovo. Da, и tu idi browse.
Are we good?
1 minute. Все нормально.
And when you did it, just click open. It warns us like that's the first time we're connected to this machine. We just click yes. And login as we type ACTC2/user. That's the username. Okay, we set it is the username.
AC2/user.
Yes.
What can you check?
Enter. Enter, please. And now we type the passphrase for our key. I put the password for our key when we generate this private key. You remember? I tap my passphrase and hit enter. And we are connected. That's it. And we'll continue after the break. So, you may also connect like this and create virtual machine, and then you can do whatever you like here. You can implement your final project here. I think it's better than to use a local machine.
Of course.
Okay. So
the name of the .pm file, and the user
and that, yeah, very good.
So tomorrow we have a Professor Tuber, right?
Yes.
So he's back from Thailand.
Yes. He's back. Yes, he came like 10 hours ago.
Okay.
From India. No, yes, he was pilot in India. Yes. You know, okay. So let's continue. So now we are connected to this machine. So let's try to install some things. First, we'll go to this sudo context. We just type sudo -i to switch to sudo account because we are root account, and now we are root, as you can see. And now let's install some things. First, we are going to install Apache Web Server. We are going to install HTTPD. So yum install. It's CentOS-based operating system. HTTPD. So yum install HTTPD. I say yes. It goes fast because it's on AWS service and internet connection. Everything is good. Okay. I'm going to hurry because I want you to make enough time for you to make present. Okay. So we installed Apache 2 Web Server. Okay. Very easy.
Yes.
So let's install MySQL. Yum install MySQL. (49 megabytes), yes. It's completed. So let's just try to install yum install MySQL-server. So MySQL-server.
Nothing to do.
Yeah, okay, good. Okay, no problem. Let's just briefly do update yam update. Okay, yes, 32 megabytes. Yam update. So everything works perfectly on AWS.
That's good. MySQL slash.
Just no, do not do it because just yam update. Okay, did you do it? I'm going to clear the screen. Just tracking yam update. Georgi? Okay, good. And now let's check whether we have or not PHP. I'm going to type PHP -v to see a version of PHP, and we do not have PHP. So we must install PHP again. Yam install PHP. Yes.
We need to install WordPress.
Yes, we're going to install WordPress. Yes. Okay, so let's type now PHP -v. Okay, see, now we have PHP version 5. Okay, we have a PHP version 5, as you can see. Okay, but now the newest version of WordPress works with PHP version 7. So, but we are not going to install this PHP version. Some dependencies are not so good, and there are a lot of problems with repositories. So we are going to download like not the newest version of WordPress. We're going to use some a little bit older version, but it's completely fine. So now let's start MySQL server first. So yam systemctl start MySQL daemon. MySQL systemctl start MySQL daemon. Okay, let's try it like this. So just type MySQL -user root.
Arrow.
Why? Why doesn't it work? It should work. Okay, let's do it like that. Okay, sorry, please. So let's download some repositories for MySQL server. So we type wget http from this repository repo mysql.com/mysql community release EL 7.5-5 .noarc.rpm. Sorry?
Release the release.
Oh, thank you, David. Okay, we have to upgrade. Release EL 7-5.noarc.rpm. First, we get this package. It's okay. Did you get it?
I got not found.
Probably yes, mistype something. Yes.
What do you type? EL7
-5 .noah rch without, so like one word, .rpm. No, okay, it works. Okay, so let's execute RPM command. RPM minus IVH and just type M and tab.
You said not found.
You mistyped, yes. And then after that you just type RPM minus IVH M and just type tab.
No, RPM.
Okay?
Is this E17 or
EL. EL. 7. This is EL. Strakin and Georgia, you managed?
No, I just have to correct now it works.
Okay, and then just type RPM minus IVH and just type this M and tab. It will auto-complete this. So, like this. Type this, please. Did you finish?
No, I'm mistyping something.
Again, here in this.
Yes. We get.
Straki and Georgia and you finished. Okay, okay. Let's do it like this. You finished. Okay, so please type like this.
One question. If we don't, we had like time slots for redoing the midterms. Do we have some other time slots after? Because do we have time slots in January? I forgot what were the time slots for redoing the midterms.
In January, okay, we'll agree sometime in January.
Is there next one?
Just okay, we'll agree about that. But you may do redo midterm 1 during this week. Either on Wednesday, either on Friday, if you like.
Okay.
But then you may redo during the exam, final exam, if you like.
Okay. Yeah. Final exam is 25th.
I'll post on the course page. 25th at 10 p.m., 10 a.m. Probably E03 in Daniela, but I'll post on the course page everything. Okay.
Okay.
And now we are in X16. S16. Yes. 15 or 16.
You said S15. Right?
What did they say? 15 or 16?
S15.
Okay, they're like close. So
We will see.
okay, S15. Okay, see you there. Okay, does it work?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so let's just execute yum update. You may do it this week or during the finals, and maybe even we can make some other term. Okay, just yes. Maybe we can even make some other term in January.
Okay.
To me it said no packages marked for update.
After doing this,
Yes.
Yes, are you sure?
Yes.
I'm sure yes. Did you type this? Did you type this?
No.
No, that's why. Come
I'm
on,
like, wait, what?
that's why. Straki and Georgia, you're good.
I did, but he's crashed.
My connection was terminated, so I had to restart the book.
Oh,
Nice. Oh, yeah.
so Stefan, just type RPM minus IVA, then M and tab. When you type MySQL, just M and press tab, and that's it.
Oh wait, I'm almost EL7 still.
Just stop. Just stop. Press tab. Trust me.
Stop.
Yes.
Yep.
It's finished.
It's working something?
No,
Okay.
Baş to dziubno.
What should I type?
Oh,
There, on the
That, like,
there.
Not that.
I type, I started typing stuff.
No, no,
there,
but we need RPM.
Tab.
There.
Uh-huh.
But how? What is wrong with this?
I did to make a stable up.
What is wrong? I don't know what is wrong really.
I did to live a peaceful life.
You can't even lift it up.
You can't live a peaceful life. No, you can't live a peaceful life. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir.
Oh, I decided like you. Yes. I was looking at you. Okay, good.
so let's continue.
So I update after this.
Yes, okay, so I finished everything. So let's continue, please. So let's just type now yum install MySQL-server. Now it should work. So MySQL-server, it should work. And it works. I say yes, 352 megabits.
This.
Georgi?
It doesn't work. My internet connection is always
okay,
like terminated,
okay.
so I cannot connect.
Okay. So did you finish? Stefan, you finished?
Finishing. It's installing.
With MySQL server, okay.
Yes. Oh, complete. Very complete.
Let's try now. Yum. No, system CTL. Start MySQL daemon. You should type this to start MySQL server daemon. Did you type this?
Yes.
Strahinja.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You type this. And now let's finally connect to this MySQL and create a database. So just type MySQL. Here we are in the console. Are we good?
Yeah.
Type please create
How did
database.
you get to the console?
Just type MySQL, yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so we must correct. We must correct a little bit, sorry. So just type create database WordPress.
Okay.
Did we do it?
Yep.
Okay, then let's type like this. I'm going to make a shortcut. I want to grant all on WordPress.star. So we grant all privileges to on WordPress database to, and then I'm going to create a new user. It will be, for example, Singidunum is the name of user at localhost identified by, and I type the password will be Singidunum. So we grant all privileges to newly created user. Singidunum at localhost, type like I type. Only this localhost should be under single quotes, identified by Singidunum password, but it's Singidunum, yeah. It's Singidunum. Okay, like this.
Okay.
Okay? Are we good?
Yep.
Strahinja?
Just a second. Identified.
Stefan?
Mistype.
Dobro, moraš kupiš konta dokładnie, ja to nic
That was the notch.
Strahinja? Okay, we are good. Stefan?
Go on.
Bad PC.
So look here, please. Now exit this MySQL console. We exit the console. Now I'm going to clear the screen. Okay, I'm waiting for Stefan. Did you type?
No.
May I clear the screen?
No, I didn't, but clear the screen. I know what to type.
Dobry się.
Okay, I'm not going to clear the screen. I'm going to type below. Okay, so let's restart So systemctl restart httpd.service. We're going to restart Apache to daemon, just briefly. Okay. And now go to your host machine, go to Chrome, please, go to Chrome. And I'm going to type just wordpress.org. Go to this wordpress.org, please. Did you go here?
Yeah.
Click here, get WordPress. But we're going to download release version, not this 5. Go here to all releases, please. All releases.
Yeah.
All releases, okay. Let's go down, for example. Let's download like some version like this. 4.2.16. 4.2.16, and you see here that we have tar.jz. You see here. Just right click and please copy link address. So right click and copy link address. Did you copy the address? Okay, I'm going to paste here to make sure that it's copied. Yes, it's okay. So let's go to PuTTY again, and let's.
Which release did you download?
4.2.16.
September 2000.
Yes, and that just type here tar.gz copy link address. Right click and copy link address. Okay, here. Okay. Okay, go back to PuTTY, please. Let's go to the web server root folder. So cd/var/
www.
yes /html. Did you go there?
Yeah.
Did you copy the link address?
No, because I got to the other download link.
Okay, just. Okay, so please listen to me now. Okay, so I'm going to clear the screen. Are you in this folder HTML? Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
We type wget, and then I'm going just to right click here to paste this. So wget right click to paste this. Did you do it?
Yes. Yep.
Now let's unzip it. Just type tar. Okay, Stefan, I'll come to you.
No, no problem.
Tar, then use xzf, but we're recording, so you have everything.
Yes, yes.
So tar xzf, and then just type w and hit tab. We want to extract this here.
You can missing a minus.
Huh?
You have minus sign before the X, or does it work without that?
It works without it.
Oh.
Okay, Strahinja?
Yeah.
Now it's finished, ls, and we have this WordPress folder. Okay, maybe we could rename it like David site or something. We can do it like this: move WordPress to David. Now I have David. Okay, so Strahinja, you may leave WordPress if you like.
Change it to David.
Did you change to David?
No.
Okay, okay, so that's it. So one more thing we have to do. We have to assign some permissions to the Apache to change the ownership, or there is on web server, there is a group called Apache and there is a user Apache. That's like everyone. Now first we have to change of this folder David, in your case it's WordPress, to owner to be Apache group and Apache user. We type chown -r Apache : Apache, and then the name of the folder we type David -. Strahinja, is it okay?
No, 1 second.
Random. Show command.
Is it good?
On this type.
Okay, then just change permissions, change mode -R, SAM55 we need those type permissions, again on David. That's it. We are good?
Yes.
Okay, now let's go here to console, and you see this is our public IP address. This is public IP address. I'm going to copy this. Okay, just select and Control-C to copy. Oh no, expired session. So just copy public IP address of this machine.
Okay.
Okay, Control-C. Okay, now I'm going to open a new tab and I'm going to type HTTP. And you see this is our web server, as you can see, test page, you see?
What do we type this HTTP?
You don't, you just have to paste IP address and that's it.
Yes.
You should see your Apache web server. Did you see it?
Yes.
And then I'm going to type just -David, in my case. Okay. Okay, there are some, in my case, some MySQL extensions are missing, but then we can, okay, we just have to install additional extensions and it will work. So you can Google it, but you get the idea what we are doing here.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's the point? We have learned how to connect to our virtual machine and everything. We have learned all of this. Now you can just start a virtual machine and implement your own project in virtual environment, okay? You see, and now last thing, I'm going to stop this machine action, instance stay stop, because we do not want to waste credits.
Yes.
And now we are disconnected from here.
Yes. Stop.
So will you use Amazon for your final project?
Yeah,
Yeah.
most likely.
Yeah.
Okay, I think it's very practical. Okay, that's it. I'm going to log out from here and everything.
I have
And
a question.
yeah,
What if we didn't like stop the service and just log out?
our credits will.
Okay.
Even
Yeah.
if it's free.
Either it's a free tire, it will go like, but at much lower rate. It will, for example, like for, I think for 5 days we will lose only 1 credit. But why would we do this? Because
Probably risk it.
yes, we don't have. Okay, I'm